Today we are at the brand new Climbing Hangar in Edinburgh, and they have smashed it out of the park with this centre. It is so beautiful. The climbs look amazing, and I'm here just to have a climbing session. But what I thought I could do is take you through what I do to make sure I have a really good climbing session. Because you can go climbing and have a session, but if you have a plan and you know how to listen to your body and make that plan specific, then you can get the most out of every single session you do at the wall. We're at a brand new centre today, so my goal here is to climb as many hard blocks as possible, as quick as possible. So kind of on-site practice that you don't get to do very often. So yeah, I'm really excited to be here at TCH's new centre. The plan needs to start with a warm-up though. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because I've done videos about warm-ups before, but we're going to warm up, do the session, and then at the end of the session, reflect. So that's my plan. But the goal is to get some on-site practice in and learn about where my climbing is at. I actually think handstands we should do a video on handstands. I actually think handstands are a really good shoulder mobility warm-up and strength exercise for climbing. I'm going to put that out there. Plus Leah was always so good at them and I wanted to be as good as her at them. Never quite got there, but... With my warm-up I like to do mobility first, a little bit of TheraBand to get my shoulders warm, and then some fingerboarding, just really light. Then my on-the-wall warm-up, which is as important as off-the-wall. I just start to work up through the grades, moving around, kind of checking in with my body and seeing if there's anywhere I need to focus on. As you start moving through the grades, I think it's really important to just think about how you're feeling through both your mind and your body. So, are your legs tired? Are your shoulders tired? Do you need to focus on different areas? I feel like people sometimes forget that your warm-up needs to be specific to the session that you're doing. Because I'm going to try hard today and I want to try hard boulders, I need to be warm in my fingers and my body. The boulders are of different styles, so I need to make sure that I'm warm for all those styles, as opposed to just kind of warming up my fingers for a really crimpy boulder. My body needs to feel warm too. I guess if you're just doing a project or doing an easier session, your warm-up will look quite different. Okay, I feel warm, my body's warm, definitely wanting to make sure my fingers felt warm, so I've done some crimpier climbs, and also mentally I feel ready to try hard. My goal for this session is to do some hard boulders, to get around as many hard boulders as I can. So the yellow circuit here at the hangar is one of the hardest circuits. I'm going to try and go around the whole circuit, and my goal is to have no more than 3 goes per boulder. And that'll mean that I don't get sucked in to trying just one thing and get tired on it, and that I have to move on. And it also adds a little bit of pressure, you know, to try and get them done fast and get around the entire circuit. See how it goes. People often don't stand back and look at a boulder as well. I always think it's important to see where it starts, see where it finishes, stand back and make a plan before you climb. That wasn't intended to be in this video, it's just a little free top tip for anyone watching. That was better. Oh, I think I need to cheat it. Ow, this is painful. I can't believe some people are actually into sharp crimp. When you have a goal for the session, so my goal is to go around the whole yellow circuit, it's important to think about pacing and listening to your body as you go through. So I went a bit fast on the first couple of boulders and got a little bit pumped, so slowed the pace a little bit. Because if you are rushing, especially on boulders that are hard for you, you can easily make mistakes and kind of miss things. And in a session like this, you want to be pacing yourself, thinking about what you're doing, and be really present when you're climbing and not just trying to rush through it. Sometimes I forget I'm not a comp climber anymore and I can touch the holds. I always go up to a climb and I never touch any of the holds. But I can now, no one's going to tell me off. Didn't think I was going to do that. I've got this little niggle in my left knee, so I'm having to get quite creative when there's a left heel hook, which has slowed me down a little bit, but I found a way around that one, so I'm kind of happy. I'm out of breath though. I was trying to pretend I wasn't, I don't know why. That is such a good boulder problem. About halfway through now, and I've slipped a couple of times, which I'm a little bit annoyed at because it's like lazy, not concentrating. So it made me a bit sharper on the others. There was one that I had to spend a little while figuring out beta that worked for me because my left knee I can't really heel hook right now on that. So yeah, I managed to figure out a way around it. And yeah, I'm having a really good time. I love the angles here. The hold selection is quite diverse, so you're climbing on lots of different styles of grips. And I'm excited to see what the second half has in store. I'm just looking around because I'm like, there's so much more to do. I love a good sit start. stiffer shoes on. These little footholds are the reason I quit comps. This boulder has more moves on it than any other boulder in this centre. So the likelihood is I'm going to get pumped. And there's not a lot of chalk on the end, so I'm going to guess it's not that easy either. It feels really, really big, this roof, when you lie underneath it. This is a significantly different pace to all the other boulders. It's a lot harder. Oh, I can't reach. That's hard. Like, really hard. Oh, missed the hold. All that effort. See, this is why at the beginning I said, stand back, look at your boulders. What I should have said is make sure you've seen all the holds. I got pretty beat up. My fingertips and my forearms are all scraped up. But I mean, that comes with the territory of a new climbing wall, and this place is brand new. It's not even open yet. So to be here and be climbing on it feels kind of special. I didn't do all the boulders. There was one that I couldn't quite start because it was a really far jump and quite a big move. You know, that happens. So that was a little bit annoying because I wanted to do the full circuit, and then yeah, a couple that I just had to avoid for tweaks. And I think that's something that's really worth considering, is if your goal is to do something, it's not at the expense of your body. So for me, going around these, it's definitely been a check-in, see where I'm at, what strengths and weaknesses I've got. I feel really solid in my fingers. My weakness probably is my skin right now, so maybe need to focus more on skin maintenance, which is something I've never really had to think about much, but maybe I do now. One thing I really believe is important is pausing at the end of your session and reflecting. For me, that looks like thinking about the climbs that I've done, ones that I wasn't successful on, and that's the easy bit, right? Thinking about what you didn't do, but also thinking about things that went really well. So for me, the boulders that I did fast, the styles that they were in, and why that was. We're generally pretty good at thinking about how to get better and what we need to do to improve our weaknesses, but we need to remember what our strengths are as well, and either celebrate them as super strengths and keep training them, or put them aside and not work on them, whatever it might be. But for sure, we need to be thinking about both strengths and weaknesses. For me, going around this circuit, it was good to get moving and see where I was at. I've not done a lot of indoor climbing recently, and I really want to come into a training phase and put as much as I can into getting better and being a well-rounded climber. So doing a circuit like this is the perfect way to expose both strengths and weaknesses. I've just spotted that we missed a yellow just behind the camera, so I'm gonna have to go do that one. Sorry, try that one. Hopefully do. Yeah.